Oh my God, I am already recording. Look at him. Look at him. I love you. Wow, let's go for a walk. Camera. Ah, this is amazing. This is the dream coming true. I wanted to just record. Just press the record button and see what comes through. So hopefully I can stay in my heart as much as possible. This is just so nice. So the thing is, I'm not gonna try to make this perfect. And my challenge is right now to make the worst video I can ever make. So let's do it. Let's do it. Right now, the deal is, I had a decision of starting a YouTube channel, and that's because I cannot carry the pain of not doing it anymore. It feels like I'm holding myself back because I'm waiting for the perfect moment to start. And in reality, the perfect moment doesn't exist, and I will never ever be ready fully. Drink my cafe, open the camera, take a walk in the nature, and press record button and see what comes through. Because I think we have so much information, but what we need is connection. And that connection is created through the expression. And when I feel like I'm in my expression, I feel like I'm healing and I feel expansion in my heart. So my expression brings expansion, and the expansion is healing, because we are stardust and coming from the cosmos, and cosmos is in expansion all the time. So just why not to listen to that expansion of the energy body, expansion of the cosmos, expansion of everything. The expansion doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be ready, it just is. So in that I amness, the ease of expansion just takes over, and I really don't need to get ready. That is the truth. So my intention here is to stay in my expansion, to stay in my heart, and to get excited sometimes like this, but also to see the compassion there, to have compassion for myself, to get excited, to share. When you are creating a script and talking through a script on a video, then you are kind of time tripping. You're like time traveling. You are in the past because you wrote the script. It is not now. So it is something that is already expressed, and you are tapping into that already consumed expression. But I think that is more sexy, in my opinion, to tap into the expression that is freshly baked right now, baby. That is not a script. My idea is I'm gonna make a video after I meditate. So, and I see, okay, what is alive in me today and what message wants to be shared today. I love to design, and during my designing process, when you spend hours and hours and hours and hours in a detail, maybe two more people other than you will notice, and you make that expression wait just because of that, because you don't accept it as it is. That expression is ready to give inspiration, to help you with the healing process. But then you are like, okay, no, I'm just gonna make it perfect. I wish I could use my two hands, because I would do with both of my hands like this. Something like this. But then I am just like, it is not perfect yet, so let me work on it 12 more hours. So perfection is a real deal, and it has a lot of anxiety underneath. Also can take over. Just delay the magic. And you don't want to delay the magic, you want to just express. So let this expression come through. How to make this expression not about me, even though it is about me, as much as it is me processing whatever comes through and interpreting the vibration that comes through me. It is also about you. So it is for both of us. So the moment I'm talking, I see my expression is giving me the permission to be me, to be imperfect, to be human, to be here, to be in the forest and to talk and to feel compassion for myself and to go through it, even though I am feeling like, oh, do I do this right? Like, girl, there's no way to do it wrong. If you do it, it is right. So it's a sort of permission. So as giving permission to myself, I give the permission to you to express you. Expression is our tapping into our power, whatever it is, whatever wants to be created through you, whatever puts you in the flow, that is the expression. So if this doesn't give me flow, if this doesn't make my heart expand, then I think I should just stop it right now. But I'm doing this because it gives me expansion, it gives me anticipation. At the same time, it also gives permission to everybody who didn't give permission to themselves before. I'm doing art with AI, with Spirit of the Rainbow. This is my Instagram project. And whenever I remember what was the feeling at the beginning of my Spirit of the Rainbow project, it was full healing. It felt like healing out loud. I was even saying to people, this is selfishly something I made just for myself. And at the same time, I know I'm just gonna make it available because it gives me so much expansion and excitement and awe and wonder. So it needs to be shared. When I was creating Spirit of the Rainbow, after a year or so, I started to feel this restriction. I started to feel, oh God, I created something. It has its own soul and I cannot go out of that. It has to be in a certain way. It has to be in a certain feel. It has to be like this and that. And I totally forgot how I started. How I started was literally, I was meditating every day. Then I was journaling every day after my meditation. Then I would be in this space of I amness. You know what I mean? In this space of beingness, just being, expressing myself. And that was so healing. It's like when you just start to peel these layers and layers and layers that is not you, in the heart of it there is your essence, and that essence is infinite, and it is so much expansion, and it just beauty comes through it, magic comes through it, creativity comes through it, and it is infinite. It is a source. You can tap into that source, and that's how I made Spirit of the Rainbow. And then I just made it, started it like that, didn't care to have followers or didn't care to use the strategies or anything. I was not in the strategy at all. I was like, okay, just let me do whatever feels exponential in my heart. Just let me do what feels good, what feels like expansion, what gives me energy. I was feeling this energy exponential, and I was connecting with people. I was invited to a psychedelic conference in LA. I'm like, girl, I'm doing this for 3 months right now. So, but it works because I am in the vibration. And people started to ask for collaborating, and it was flowing, baby. It was flowing. It was beautiful. I was feeling that being in this golden wave, literally, it felt like everything is flowing and I had trust. Felt like I was just in the vibration, and that's why that vibration created all of that. So that is the thing. That's why expression is very important. When you are not in expansion, it means you are in your contraction. And your contraction is literally draining your life force. It is literally making your life shorter, making your life suffering, making your life draining, and like, you drag yourself from one place to another. You are going to work that is just totally sucking the life force out of you. And you are in a place of life that is or in anxiety or in survival or in both at the same time. And you procrastinate the projects in your mind. You say, okay, one day I'm gonna do when I'm ready, when it is ready, when it is that and this. Then you get so distracted because there's so many things that are just distracting. So distraction will be there. Contraction will be there. You will drag yourself. You will be in survival. And to not be there is, the opposite of that is to be in your expansion. And how does it feel? Just right now, just for one moment, feel that constriction. You can, I mean, even when I'm speaking about that, I feel like something is shrinking in me. Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like, shrinking. And now I'm gonna speak about expansion, and I'm gonna see the difference about speaking of shrinking and expanding. When I'm in my expansion, I feel everything is flowing. I feel I am in awe and I am in wonder, and I have the eyes of a little child. I am just in awe and wonder and gratitude. And I'm in love with love. I am in love with love. I am in love with life. I'm feeling grateful. I'm feeling excited for my life. I feel I would love to do more of those things that are giving me expansion. So the question is, what gives me expansion? And how can I do the things more that gives me expansion? One thing is expression. That's why expression is important. And when you are not in your expansion, you will feel like you're not here. And that's why it is important to be in expansion. And to be in expansion, you need to be in your expression. You need to express yourself. And it is different for everyone. For somebody, it will be speaking. For somebody, it will be boxing. For somebody, it will be drawing. So for someone, it will be writing or cooking. Whatever is your expression. Whatever gives you expansion, whatever makes you forget about the time, that is the thing. So, and you want to do more and more and more and more and more and more of that. Think about children when they're playing. Is there anything that they need to drag themselves? Oh my God, I need to play again. Oh my Lord, being a child is so hard. I have to play again another game today with my friends and learn. Ugh. Beautiful. As long as I do it through the heart, it is good and acceptable. It can be very... I just really swallowed my liquids in a weird way. Okay. As long as you do it through the heart, then it is acceptable. And whenever it is through the mind, even if it looks perfect, like script clean, it is not acceptable. This is your permission to let your expression come through you. if you would like to talk, especially, you can talk. You don't need a script. If you would like to let the moment flow through you can do that. And if you need permission to do that, this is your permission. And also, I'm gonna invite you to have compassion for you. This is really not about doing things in the perfect way, but this is about doing things because they really cannot have any other way anymore. I don't know if you have this feeling lately, but the energy is shifting and unfolding in a way that whatever wants to be shared will not stay anymore in this shelf. So it is just really breaking this shelf and is like really pushing hard, and it's like, okay, shelf. In this case, the shelf is the human body. Okay, shelf, just let it be, because otherwise it will be so painful for you. Imagine it is your time to deliver a baby and you're like, nope, I'm not gonna deliver. Girl, good luck. You are delivering. It is happening right now. Just surrender into it and be in the energy of that and feel the moment. And it will be painful maybe, but it is happening. It is what it is. And it is magical at the same time. And this is what is happening for me. I feel that, and I hear the same from so many people. They are like, oh yeah, I also feel that. It's like, it is not the time to stay and observe and wait until the perfect moment comes anymore. The moment is right now. So let's go, let's just flow, and let's just not wait until everything is perfect, because it will never be perfect. There's always, isn't that beautiful and magical? There's always something you can do better. So whatever you do, there's always a better version of it, because there's like infinitely improvement opportunity. So we're living in the world of abundance of opportunity. So it will never be perfect. This is something to celebrate, not something to control. And this is the day I quit the control. And this is the day I surrender into it and I say, okay, let's go. And I'm just gonna share whatever comes through. There is something in me that really needs to be born. And I cannot stop it anymore. It is the time to deliver. And that thing is beautiful. And that thing is a miracle, and that thing is something to celebrate. And I just let it be. So, it makes me excited. At the same time, I'm a little bit shy, but it's okay. So, tap into that expression, because whatever it is your miracle. Expression is healing. And healing for me, when you ask what is healing then? Healing for me is to peel the layers that are not you, that in the core of it, there is your essence and who you are. And that is your vibrational blueprint that is there. And that is why you are in this planet Earth at this time right now. So when you heal, you open all of those layers, like peeling a banana. You peel it, you peel all of the things that are not you, or that were creating a shelf around your core, your essence, your vibrational blueprint. And when you open those, you give permission to your vibrational blueprint, which is your vibration and who you are, the essence. How do I express it? I think is when you enter a room, you bring a vibe, right? You feel it with a lot of people. Like they enter a room and you feel like the room changes. Or sometimes there's an amazing flow and somebody comes and they totally break the vibe. Oh my gosh, that's also a vibration. So, but what is your vibration is what you bring with you. when people talk about you and think about you, that is kind of comes together with that, because it is like the undertone of the people thinking about you. So, and that is very powerful. And a lot of times we lose the touch with that, especially if we were taught to suppress the expression, if we were taught to be something other than us, ourselves, our essence, our core, our vibrational blueprint. I'm gonna repeat this word. And healing is unlearning that and saying, no, I'm gonna see all of these parts. They are trying to protect my core essence, so they create a shelf around it. But I know there is something very miraculous in the core of this. And let me open one more layer, one layer at a time. And let me see what miracle comes through this. So it is like infinite blossoming. It's like a beautiful flower blossom infinitely. And you cannot just stop watching it, because it is just beautiful. It is beautiful, it is miraculous, and it is just so life. It's so alive. It is so love. And it is ineffable in a way. So just receiving that beingness. So this is healing. And healing happens with expression. So expression is the permission that you give to yourself, or the parts of you. Sometimes they were not seen, or they felt not seen or heard before. So you give them the permission to be seen and to be heard by you. And the moment you give them the permission, they start to bloom. They start to come back to alignment with who you really are. Come back to in one line, like our chakra system. And instead of wobbling and bubbling, they are like whoomp, straight to the heart, straight to the crown, and straight to the base, and straight to the ground. It's like a tree, like this beautiful magical tree. There is the root, there is a trunk, and there is the branches going to the sky. And in this case of the tree, there is no fruit, but I mean the seeds. Then it makes these fruits. They can make another tree. And we are like that. Our expression is like that. So our expression heals us and multiplies what is our vibration in all directions. So we are multipliers. And we do this not only the times that we feel good, but also all the times, like 24/7. So because we do this 24/7, we are multiplying whatever we feel, literally the emotions that we are in are multiplying. Whatever is the vibration of the emotion that you feel multiplies. So that is such a power. And that is such a physical law. It is the law of attraction. It is the law of whatever. I don't know all the names of the laws, but what I know is, imagine that you are in not a good mood and everything suddenly starts to look like sad or not good enough. And this also happened, and everything starts to, I lost my relationship, I lost my job, I lost my house, I lost this and that. It just goes totally rolls downwards, right? And at the same time, when you are on the opposite side, you feel good and you start to feel so expansion, and then you start to create more, and then you want to create even more, and you make these magical connections with people, and new opportunities come, and it just keeps giving and giving. It's like blooming and blooming and blooming. And that is amazing. That is the miracle of life. You start to see miracles every day, and you don't know about it until you know about it. So because of that, expression is very important. Expression will create that healing, and healing will give the permission for you to remember. It is nothing outside of you, it is already in you, that you give yourself the permission to be, because this is your being and this is your essence, your core. It is magical, and you are magical. So you start to see that, you start to see and witness the miracle you are. And when you do that, it is coming from your being, and you be that, you do that, then you start to spread more and more. You start to create more connections, you start to meet with people like you in that vibration, and it keeps go on, and you keep expanding like universe is expanding, because you're a stardust and your nature is expansion. So that's why healing is so natural through expression, and expression brings creation, and creation gives you more of you. So it means you have more life force, and with that life force you can create even more of you that gives you the life force. So it's like multiplication infinitely. And when you find that sweet spot, I think that is the point of the soul really reaching the infinity, immortality for me. I think that's why and how all the big artists, big scientists, people who after decades and after centuries of their death, their body is gone, but their creations stay, because they really tapped into that. That is such a power that all of us have access to. And when we remember that, miracles start to happen. So this is what I feel like today. So this is the beginning of a miracle. I am so grateful that you witnessed it together with me. I love you, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Thank you, bye!